And we're rolling. We're rolling in more ways than one. We're rolling in rubbish and dirt and sweat and grime.
Man.
Well, we rolled a fridge.
Well, okay, let me just point out what happened.
We?
Yeah, listen.
Well,
listen.
there's
Hold up. Here's what's happened. It's Tuesday night. It's quite warm. Back doors are open.
there's no I in team, is there?
Okay, wait, Kej.
But
no,
there's
wait. Stop your noise. Stop your noise, because you don't have rights to speak.
It started
You don't
already.
You don't have right. You don't have rights. I'm knocking his mic over, right? It's like checkmate in chess. You know,
My mic
it's
over.
like no game over.
Yeah.
Right. I tell you why. This is what happened. Sach, you got here first as always.
Yeah.
I had the task of getting my fridge into the front garden, because it's the old fridge that doesn't work. We've joked about this in the past about I've got 6 fridges in the house.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't work. Okay. So I just want to point that out. It's just old fridges that have come here to die. So it's one of them big American
Double door
freezers.
Yeah.
Great freezer when it worked, but obviously
It's
stopped
had its
working.
day.
I believe it or not, Sach, just now in hindsight, because Sach, you helped me.
We all did.
Sach, you helped me get it out the door
Yep.
and into the front garden. And now, hence, we're all sweaty and horrible. But I can't believe I was going to do that with my wife. I was going to ask her to help me.
God, she would have struggled.
And I'm not stereotyping and all that, and everyone's as strong as everyone, and all that. But it was more
That was hard work.
Can
was
I
a
just say,
physical task,
I
that
was impressed by the lift and the power that Satch was exerted on that fridge. Because at one point, Satch was really,
I saw him
more than you, Tommy. I'm not.
I saw him flick a switch in his calf muscles and turn them into
He was like
a new mode.
Like that was some serious energy that Satch was pushing into that
Were you
fridge.
impressed?
He had
I was, because I had the backside view, and I was like, wow, look at all that tents, and he's going for it.
So
Checking out my tent's backside.
I always say, there's a certain kind of bunda that you need to help you get a sofa into the house, a washing machine, a fridge freezer, up the stairs, getting a mattress
Yes.
in, right? There's some,
Yeah.
Satch, you are that guy. He reads it. He's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's try unscrewing these handles. Let's take this or let's take it off.
Yeah.
Kej was the guy that you don't want there. I think I actually seriously sort of lost my rag when I told you to go away politely.
Can I just say, when I walked into this to watch you guys trying to take that door off, the first thing I came in, I just went, guys, I think go just knock it down.
No. That's
And then
not what
went,
you did,
oh,
though.
okay.
No,
cool.
that's not what you did.
Thanks,
Let me
Kej,
tell
for
you what
that.
you did.
I read the situation and I told you the idea.
I got to say, we did do his idea.
Stop. No, you didn't. This is what happened
No,
first.
but we
did.
But
you did.
we were in the process of. We were there anyway. We were going to do that, but
Listen,
you came in at the time.
The key part of this is the fact that, Satch, whilst we were trying to get the fridge through the doors and we were taking doors off and all that and adjusting things, thinking, it doesn't quite fit. It was so close.
Yeah,
it was like
millimeters.
a centimetre, max.
Yeah.
Right, we were doing all that. Your phone was going like crazy.
Yeah.
It was Kej calling because he was outside. So already he's annoying because he's the guy ringing at the wrong time.
I'm like, this guy's not even letting me in.
Right. So then I'm thinking he should know. I think that's probably him calling.
Yeah.
You didn't try ringing my phone, right?
No.
But
It's funny,
but
he
Satch
calls
was ringing
me.
non-stop
No,
three
because
times
I thought
over.
in case if he's busy with like
Putting the kids to
and
bed.
all of
I
that.
understand that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he comes down the side alleyway himself, which is great. A bit of initiative.
Yeah.
But he sees us struggling with the fridge and goes, all right, lads, and walks off. That's the bit I want to pick up on. Like he thought, well, this is nothing to do with
Leave
me.
him to it.
No,
Leave him
but-
to it.
I'll just keep walking.
But in the end, it was a team effort, and there's no I in team, but there is an ME. That's me. So it was a good team effort. You need a Declan Rice who's going to be pulling the strings.
I think
in the
There's
team.
also a twat. There's a twat in team. If you turn the M upside down, repeat the T, use the A. Yes, a TWAT. There you go.
Yeah,
There is.
but like,
If you
I
look
was
hard
like,
enough-
I was like Calvin Phillips, of the England team, just pulling the strings from afar.
Yeah.
Before I got here, Tommy, I was nicely, freshly showered. Came straight out of the
Zach,
shower. Had a
you
nice,
look like you've had a shower
cool
now.
t-shirt on,
Sorry. But
like fresh t-shirt, fresh joggers. Shorts, and I got here dripping. I'm dripping.
You are dripping.
But again, what I will say to you, and I'm sorry that you are in that way, but what I will say is from my side, I've got a newfound respect because you just rolled up your sleeve and went like, no worries, let's go. Whereas this one was saying things like, why don't you have you tried
for all three of us in that alley to lift the fridge out?
And then there was one point where, because basically there was one end of it was very heavy. If you remember from last week's podcast, I've got a bad back. So I said, I can't squat down low and lift this fridge.
Correct.
Right? I said, so I need your help getting on the low bit, but once it's up, I can get it up.
Yeah.
Kej, help me get it up. a phrase I never thought I'd be saying. Right? And what he did was he lifted up his corner, but lifted it up so the whole thing's tipping over at an angle.
I know. And I was holding the other side.
What are you doing? Huh? You know when someone looks oblivious? And I'm like, you know what? Just get
Maybe-
away from me now.
Do you know what? We actually should have just filmed this whole thing.
We should have filmed it.
Because this would have been
That's why I was here.
IGTV thing.
Yeah, I should have filmed it.
That'd
That's
be
where
good.
I would have helped.
You would have seen each individual's jobs
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
what they contribute.
I think that now that you've said it like that, I think I feel more like Rashford. I was brought in the last minute to do a job, and I've still fluffed it.
Yeah. Didn't really contribute.
Yeah, I didn't contribute at all.
Don't get me wrong. We
You
all
and
know
it's difficult
we all know
because
you have
guys
skills.
You guys were match fit, and you
Yeah.
were sweating,
Yeah,
and I
we've done the
wasn't
90
sweating.
minutes.
I was dry.
Yeah.
And so I came in and I had to do one thing, and I fluffed it.
Yeah, but look, what my point is, everyone has a different kind of role in team, and like I said, new respect for you, Sat.
Thank you.
And probably as
we were.
expected,
As we were.
as expected from
Yeah.
you. I didn't expect Kej to kind of go, Satch, step out the way. I got this.
I've got this.
No way.
Carry
no
it on my
chance.
back. Got it on my back.
Full
Carry it on
deep.
my back.
I could
squat.
fit inside that fridge. There was no chance.
I think if we put him in there and then carried it out, we could have done that.
That's
as
what
well.
I said.
He'd probably climb in and go, I got it from the inside.
That's what I said. I said it might be lighter if I sit on it.
Anyway, actually, on that note, because you've mentioned the football as well. So
Yeah.
let's use the opportunity. I feel like now I should sing the slow version of It's Coming Home.
Go
You know,
on,
like,
do the
you know,
sad version.
Well,
Because
God.
Bollywood has a sad version, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So
go
that's
on.
why we did the fast kind of.
Yeah.
Oh God, may I
Yeah.
go? What,
Like in Dal, it was Dal Se Dal, the normal one.
Right,
There was a party mix, and then there would be a sad one.
that's all. Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum.
Correct.
Yeah, there was Ye Dosti do it. Yeah. And,
Yeah, go on.
So it's like, वो घर में आया, वो घर में आया, वो घर में नहीं आया. See what I mean? Like,
that's
you can
sad.
imagine, like,
That
this,
was
yeah.
sad,
I
yeah.
can't believe you guys stayed quiet.
No,
for it.
because I felt like I
Yeah,
respect
you
that.
got
It was
the
because it was a moment.
It's like the end version, and it was sad. Listen, it was. I felt on Monday, the day after, I felt the lowest I'd probably been for ages.
It was a.
That Monday was the most Monday of Mondays ever
Yeah,
in the history of Mondays.
And you know, and look, just
It was supposed to come home.
Yeah,
And our prediction was like, because going back to last week, I said, we'll be sitting here and we'll be either celebrating or not.
Yeah.
And we kind of got it half right, didn't we?
Yeah.
We got past the semi-final.
But you see, it would be all right if we, and we did lose to the better team. We did lose to the better team,
Yeah.
right? They played. They
They were the
ultimately-
best team during the tournament.
During the tournament, and they were solid. And we missed 3 penalties. Nobody else is to blame for that, right? So we lose. Italy were amazing. That captain is incredible.
yeah.
I love him. I want him in my life. I want to have a glass.
Chiellini, he was, and then he was always.
No,
You know what?
is
He
that-
was.
no, Bellocci, but. It's not Chiellini.
Chiellini is the captain.
Oh, is it? Oh, who's the bald one? Like he looks a bit old, looks a bit Siano, looks like an
I
uncle.
want to say
It looks like he
Bonucci.
can move a fridge.
I want to say Bonucci.
Yeah.
But he's the one who scored the goal. He scored the first one.
Yes, he did. Right.
But for me, I think you know what? And let's not go into tactics and all of that kind of thing. But I sat back and I thought, where did it go wrong? And you analyse your own performance.
Yeah.
What is it that you did wrong? Did you do the same superstitions? Did you follow the same rituals? I sat in the same sofa?
Yeah.
I did all of that, and then I think I added to the bad luck of it.
Oh, you added even. What was your Nazar factor?
Here we go.
I went like a plonker, and it didn't even dawn on me until kickoff. I went and bought a crate of Peroni. Why would I do that?
What, Italian beer?
Yeah.
So you think by
I
you
didn't
buying?
eat any pizza. I didn't eat any pasta 3 days leading up to it. I said, no, that's it. No Dormio, nothing. And then all of a sudden, I went and bought a crate of Peroni.
There you go.
I should have bought Carlsberg.
So in the same way they say that
Wow.
if a butterfly flaps its wings, it can cause a
Correct.
a
And
tsunami elsewhere.
I feel like I
You
need
think
to
there's a cause and
apologise.
effect?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Rashford, Saka, and Sancho.
Yeah, you are to blame.
Well,
I
You
feel
feel
like
partly
I'm part of
responsible.
that because what a stupid move.
I agree. Did you have any Italian food?
well, no. I mean, the day I woke up on the Sunday, that was the first thing that crossed my mind, and I thought, are we allowed to eat pizza and pasta?
No.
God's sake. That's ridiculous.
No,
that you even
no.
think that way.
So what
It's
did you
not
do?
ridiculous.
That sounds like you're the kind of guys that then, because of coronavirus, you haven't had a Corona beer.
I haven't.
Are you serious?
I haven't.
You haven't drunk Corona beer
No,
because
because I got a little bit paranoid. It got close to my mouth, and I got a little bit paranoid.
what about
that
but beer? But That is
No,
ridiculous.
no, it is ridiculous because in the daytime, and I did see this, there was a guy driving a Lamborghini in London, and they were telling him to get rid of his Lamborghini.
Really?
That is ridiculous because
Yeah,
it's Italian.
because it's and I thought it's taking it a bit too far.
No, that
and then
is-
I thought, to be fair, if I'm watching the football, the only thing I do want to eat is pizza because
Yeah.
pizza's football.
Well, that's so you are as well in the same
Well,
boat, and then and
no,
part
no,
of
I
the
want to
blame.
stop you there because I didn't even watch a game.
No.
What?
No.
I didn't watch a game.
What did you? Where? Oh, hold a minute. Actually, I was driving in the car. I was in the car with my wife, and I went, "What's the matter?" So do you messages? Just messaging Satch.
Oh,
I was like,
look.
"Oh." On Instagram.
She did.
Because you put up a picture of where you were.
Yes, I
Tell
was-
everyone where you were.
I was working Sunday night.
Oh, mate.
As a DJ, you get
Who
booked on
decides
days.
to
don't
get
you?
married on the final?
Well, it was
of
just a date
Euro?
that was booked in the diary for about nearly 2 years ago.
Did they
picked
put
this
it
day.
on the screen?
They didn't.
You said they would.
They didn't. There was no screen there. They didn't want a screen.
So did the
That was
reception just... Hold on a minute. Did the reception just carry on as normal?
He just carried
I
on. his
can't.
thing.
I'm sorry. How many
Bruv,
people turned up?
When it was full house, there's about 300 people there.
300 people.
Yeah.
Is that allowed? I'm not sure if that's allowed.
No, it is allowed.
Okay, 300
Socially,
people
it was
in
a massive place.
in a venue that holds 15,000.
Yeah, it was 300 in Wembley.
No, I think that the venue did hold about 600 people. That's a big place.
Yeah,
Right.
okay, fine. So they did that, but
Yeah.
then nobody was like,
There
No
was,
one
there was,
did.
I did like as soon as the game, because obviously the first goal went in 2 minutes or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
didn't it?
yeah.
I saw plenty of people just go on the
Yeah,
table and like,
yeah.
just giving it the old.
I
signs
ran
to their-
outside barefooted when that
Oh.
goal went in.
Why would you do that?
Just because I got so excited, I just screamed outside and I had a whistle in my mouth and I
And-
just went nuts.
And I think the worst part of all of it is the dancing part of the evening started at about 8 o'clock. So
I
like,
just
I
during
could
kickoff
even,
time.
I could have
Oh, yeah, so
even
you
just
can't
snuck
even-
in a little half and then
You should have stuck in one of those, little,
do it.
little sort of Love Friday mix Sachi style.
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
well,
It is what it is. You got work, isn't it? What can you do?
I'm kind of with you because
Well, you missed as well.
yeah.
Oh, what? This is unbelievable. The biggest,
but
the
hang on.
biggest moment
No,
in our lives
but hang
for
on.
English football.
I
And
wanna-
both of you have
I want
missed
to
it.
know what he was doing.
Right. Okay.
Because
so
he
first
wasn't
of all,
working, I know
when
that.
when
He
I told my
wasn't
mate Amajit, I told him, I said, "Oh, I'm not going to watch it because this is what's going on," and he went, "What? When you look back on your life and you're going to say where you?"
I'm
where
with
you-"
Amajit.
No,
No, but he told us it. What
no,
were you doing?
But
No, but just what he's saying already, I'm with Amajit.
I tell you what, I remember.
Even me,
I
for
remember,
my excuse.
No, you were working, so it's slightly acceptable. Although I would have had my own TV little station ready.
I did. I had my phone there
Right.
on my decks,
but you
it's-
weren't concentrating.
Yeah, you can't because
Fine.
you've got to look up.
But
and
that's
you've got
fine.
to
You were still
entertain people.
You were still translating the good vibes.
Yes.
This guy. Go on.
Okay, so I had already booked
Oh
and paid
my
for.
Oh,
God.
yeah,
Oh
no,
my
no,
God, here
you've
we
said
go.
this before.
The
Don't say you
Phantom
went
of
there.
the Opera.
Don't
No.
say you went there.
Outdoor cinema,
Tommy.
Lunar cinema people.
You're the loony.
and
Forget Lunar Cinema.
I got the couples couch as well, which you have to pay extra
Tommy.
for because I thought it'd be nice because it was our
Couples
anniversary.
couch. You must be the only couple there.
Well, I can tell you when we got there, they'd sold 144 tickets because I got there. I was like, because listen, I did try and get a refund, but okay, I'm going to tell you, real talk. Tickets for it were like just under 100 quid, right?
Okay.
And you get this full food experience, whatever, and all that, and drinks and ice cream and rah, and you watch the film. And we watched A Star Is Born with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, which my wife really likes. Yeah. Tell me something,
that one,
girl.
yeah.
Right? And it was already booked, and they wouldn't give me a refund. They wouldn't let me move the tickets. However, if you did say you had COVID, you could get it, but I didn't want to.
Yeah,
didn't want to lie.
nowadays, it's just got to be pinged, isn't it? Just say you got pinged.
No, and
Do
they.
you want my lurgies?
Tommy,
Yeah.
I'd have taken the hit for that if it was me.
Yeah, but I'm not. And you know this. I'm not that into football.
That is also true.
And also,
So how many people were there?
no, hold a minute. I watched the first half in a pub. So I will say
Okay,
that. So I
okay,
watched the first
okay.
Oh, so you saw the goal.
But
You did better
right
than me.
next door to La Luna Cinema, so we
No,
could
that's
just
fine.
run there.
Yeah.
So watched the first half, saw the goal, and then went over there and had it on the phone while we had the film on. And then we had the film. And actually, it was quite nice. We had drinks, food, nibble, cinema screen,
Football.
phone screen, bit of football. So I
Right.
half watched it. But
Yeah.
I ain't going to lie, my wife wasn't making little noises to the football. I was watching the film. I wasn't bothered. I
Oh
was
my
more into the
God.
film and the dreams and hopes of Lady Gaga as an artist because she had a big nose.
As the
She had a big
dreams
nose,
and
Kej.
hopes of England were being
whatever,
shattered.
yeah.
I mean,
Tommy was
the
a-
worst part of this is that it's a film that you've seen.
Yeah.
It's not even a new
twice.
film.
It's not.
the
That's
third
what I
time.
mean.
Yeah. But it was on the big screen on the outdoor, and it was in like by Greenwich. It was in the kind of Royal Navy and the Navy place.
Did you take your kids with you?
No. They were.
Did they watch it?
No, they went to bed. They weren't interested. Milo's not interested, and Logan's a bit too young. And just not bothered. So I'm saying we're not that crazy about it. I'm more into India and the cricket. If I'm on no
you're not.
I am. I watched IPL games all throughout it, and not because I was working for it, but
that is. I mean, if anyone else knows someone like Tommy, that is incredible.
But I'm like, it's all right. I get the gist. I can get the gist.
Yeah, you got the gist. Yeah.
And I think, you know what I think also plays a factor.
I think
this is terrible almost. Because I'm not drinking, and I'm not part of that vibe and getting into the game.
Oh, so this was a diversion for you, diversion tactic.
No, not even that. It's more like, part the muzza I'm watching a game.
Tommy, but the
muzza I'm watching a game is going to the pub with your boys, having a few or haven't been in the vibe.
Do you know what? As much as I didn't watch the game, and I knew I wasn't going to watch the game, and I woke up on Sunday morning, I was still feeling nervous on Sunday morning. There was a bit of uneasiness because I was
anticipation.
Because I'm like, this is a big game. I'm going to miss it. It's fine, but I'm going to know the result.
I was the first one to hear the lineup, so I quickly put it in the lads' chat, and I leaked. I said, "There's 5 at the back, guys. This is where it is." And they were like, "Oh, Kej, how do you know?" And I was like, I got my sources there. Me and Gareth.
The internet.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but there's certain parts of the internet, yeah.
No one called you, did they? No, Gareth South. I mean, so when you say I got my sources,
your
sources.
Well, the sources are the sources that no one else has. So therefore, I was the first one to break it. I was the first one to break it.
No, you
so
weren't.
It
was me and Sky Sports who broke it at the same time.
That's okay. That's mutual. And Sky Sports, they all know, hey, you know who the biggest threat we've got to our business is? It's Kejul from
Kej Sports.
Bushy.
From Watford, yeah. He's no. But it was, I think the anticipation was there, and the game went, and it panned out, and it was, I think, Bajada Southgate, he slightly got the penalty line-up wrong, and normally you have your best penalty.
Now.
Well, no, normally, and Satch would agree with me, the best penalty take goes at the end. And France did that with Mbappe, but he missed. So, the chances are that maybe the best player missed. But
I think it's a bit of a lucky dip. I think he shouldn't have. It's a hard one, but I just don't think that those guys that he brought on weren't match fit. I'd rather have someone that was playing in the game, that was ready in the flow to take a penalty.
And then it's sad that the 3 that missed happened to be black players. Yes. And as soon as they missed, it was horrible to think that. But as soon as they missed, I just thought they're gonna get it now.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, exactly that's what happened. And I was gutted that happened.
It's sad. I mean, the last few days. Well, we're on Tuesday now. It's just been crazy, the messages and seeing what it's as if that has taken over
everything
the glory of England reaching a final.
I know,
I think
absolutely.
For me, that's the star. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. It's horrible actually. It's really horrible. And for anybody who's listening to this around the world, I don't know. It's just I think anyone of any colour now has got a little bit of a bad taste in their mouth. Like, helicopters all going past.
It's probably Sky Sports looking for me.
Exactly, yeah, getting away. Our competition's there. He's talking about his broadcast. He's got broadcasting rights.
They're landing.
It's like he's landing in the house.
No.
But no, you're right. It just leaves a bit. It just makes you realise. Okay,
because we were supposed to win. Do you remember there was that report that's saying that UK is the least racist country. We have got it. We have an understanding of it, and the UK is. Do you remember there was that? Yeah, there was a report a few months ago, and it says that we are an example of how countries should be dealing with racism. And actually, you just think, I think I know you always talk about it as well. Growing up in the 80s, 90s, and it just feels like we've gone back in time.
We got chased all the time, and actually, you know what? Because now, I'm a dad. You got 2 kids. You got 2 boys as well who are going to be hanging out in the street. And what really upset me, and of course this brings it home, is when I saw the Asian guy getting beaten up. These videos are going around. And he's looking.
I haven't watched any of them.
Bro, you got to see his face, because his face is going. He's looking at the guys, and he's confused because he's got an England shirt on, or he's an England fan, and he's going, his face says, "What are you doing?" But these guys are just hooligans.
It's no good.
My dad has never taken me to a football match.
Yeah, my dad always refused
because
to do that.
he says that place ain't for us. Now I've taken Milo, right, and Logan. And because I'm like, now times have changed. But now I'll be like, I wouldn't take him to an England game.
But I think
why would I take my kid to an England game now?
I think I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and go, look, it was you can't, one's paintbrush. It's not the whole crowd, right?
Absolutely.
I think it's a minority, obviously, and with social media, everything gets amplified now.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So it looks. No, I'm not saying it's not bad, but I'm saying it's everything. It looks bigger, and I think maybe it was a few people, few idiots who ruined it for the rest of us.
Yes.
and I think we've got to. I still think you've got to keep the faith. We're okay.
I think you have. You're right.
And you know,
well, I think because you're a positive person. We're all positive people. That's why we're on this podcast. Why we do what we do. But I think we want to believe that, Kej. What worries me is I think what's bubbling along underneath. Because I saw a lot more openly racist comments and people and actions and reactions. That I'm like, I don't know, man.
I think in addition to that, people were just doing stupid things over the weekend.
Yeah.
A guy put a firework up his
backside.
Yeah. And not only that.
I thought that was a gender reveal.
Okay.
If
that's what you want to do,
you're having a baby.
Yeah,
girl,
like what colour the smoke comes out. Yeah.
That's when you pop the balloon, though.
Right. Yeah, no, I thought this was a new version of it.
Okay. Exactly. No, so it wasn't. There was that. The other thing I saw was just the mess in Leicester Square, and I thought,
that was terrible,
horrendous.
So, I'm gonna tell you about the film later in the podcast, but I went and watched Space Jam.
I remember you in London.
The New Legacy Sunday morning. Now the screening for it was at 10.
2 films on one day.
2 films in one day.
Guy.
And not only that, can I just say it was Space Jam in the morning, then the Wimbledon final, then the first half of the footy, and then the Bradley Cooper film.
So you were just watching TV the whole day.
Yeah, but when we went into the cinema at 10 o'clock in the morning, fine, Leicester Square was normal.
Yeah.
We came out of the View Cinema Leicester Square, which is right next
to
Equinox.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And packed. And it was like
I saw photos of Leicester Square at midday, and you looked rammed.
But when you come back to what you said, Taj, there was guys climbing the lampposts.
People throwing bottles.
Throwing bottles, throwing cans. But it's all our own fans, all England fans.
But why are you doing that?
Yeah, I'm like, you're going to hit your own boy. You're going to hit your own girl. You're going to hit your own and so, okay, here's what I think. I think lockdown's just released, and you've given them the Euros.
Yeah.
And you've given them England playing well.
I think
it's too much.
It's
too much
maybe
for them to handle.
That was like, sort of the Freedom Day Eve.
Yeah.
Everyone just thought, right, let's go for it. I think everyone's been cooped up for so long, and everyone's just gone bugger at home.
Yeah, but
and they're just
doing stupid things.
It does feel like we're, like one of those films where all of a sudden humanity is let out Noah's Ark, and they just, we're just going to go crazy. Do you know what I mean? There's no rules.
I didn't like it. To be fair, I was actually thinking when I was driving back from DJing that Sunday night, I was thinking, am I going to go through any places where there's going to be groups of people?
Yeah.
Because usually I do, on late at night. Do you see what I mean? I was thinking, that's the last thing I want to sort of be tackling.
Dealing with.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
On the Sunday. Yeah, so, I think the one thing that I saw is just people doing stupid stuff. And I thought, it's all well and good. Yeah, we lost the football. But I think all of that just put such a negative on everything.
Did.
And it's such a shame. So let's finish on a little positive. It's going to go, England just made the final of the Euros 2020, which is amazing.
Yes.
Team's looking good. Still a young squad.
Yes.
Lots to see
absolutely
and look forward to. So,
and bring on the World Cup in Qatar next year.
Yes.
And you're right. And let's not let the negativity and the haters tar the game. You know what I mean? Like,
correct.
Let's just not let it. Let's kind of go, look, enjoy the football, enjoy your sport.
Did you by any chance make the 3 lines edit? Because I remember I gave you the heads up for it. I hope you didn't.
No, I didn't.
I didn't want you to start, publishing loads of CDs and everything.
Yeah, you're right. I was thinking about the album, the collect, because you said have the songs ready.
Correct.
People are going to want the songs.
Actually, CDs, DVD, and everything.
What I think people need now is probably like distraction. They need to be taking their mind needs to be going elsewhere.
Yeah, well, it's good that you didn't make those CDs as well, because Sainsbury's have announced now that they are actually going to stop selling CDs and DVDs because the streaming services has basically taken a toll on their sales and all of these products.
I can believe it.
And I just thought...
So hold on, Sainsbury's are no longer...
That's it.
Selling CDs and DVDs.
That's it.
Yeah, think about it now. When you walk down that aisle, Tesco, Sainsbury's, wherever else, and you see the CDs and DVDs, it feels dated.
It does. It
feels dated.
And also, I've always thought, who buys a DVD film? It's very difficult. Do
you remember the last one you bought?
A film?
Yeah.
On DVD?
Or any DVD.
What, like a legit one?
Yeah. Yeah, legit one.
Yes, a legit one. Not one of those ones that you get 3 for a tenner.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I bought a film on DVD. I just don't think...
What do you mean?
What film would you have bought on DVD?
I've got loads of films on DVD.
Yeah.
And loads. I've got hundreds of DVDs.
No, I've got hundreds of DVDs.
But not legit.
But from India.
Oh, wow.
So they're like just in packets, and I've got a whole stock of it.
That's hilarious.
Were you selling them here? Were you distributing?
No, they're just sitting in the loft. I thought I'd watch them all. Obviously, I haven't, because I got them at that period where all of a sudden streaming started to happen, and so you would start watching your Bollywood films on TV channels, and then. How often do you watch that same film again and again? Apart from in Bollywood films, even English films, I can't. I can't watch a film more than once, twice. That's it.
But I think two things here. Right? I think it's an age thing.
Yeah.
And it's a timing thing. So age thing, meaning when you would collect DVDs and CDs and everything else in your 20s and maybe even early 30s, where you're a bit free. You know, you can like, let's stick on the Quentin Tarantino film again.
Maybe at uni. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's that thing. Yeah. But also, streaming's coming along, which means everything's available.
Yeah,
it's and there. Choice, more choice. So we haven't just got TV, we've got TV and Sky. We've got TV, Sky, and Virgin. You've got TV, Sky, Virgin, and then Netflix and Amazon and anything and all these other things you've got.
I mean, I'm just thinking back to like when I used to meet up with my mates like on an evening and like, you know, people just bring DVDs. It's like, I've got this film.
Yeah.
You know, you've got those, and then we'll just pick out one of them. Do you see what I mean? And them days are gone now because now you go to everyone's house. They've all got Netflix or Amazon or whatever. You can watch whatever you want, wherever you want.
Yeah.
And everyone's got a smart telly which you can watch anything on. Everything.
I'll give him a little mention because the last DVD I bought by default because I streamed on Sky a film. A program. It was actually Paul Chowdhury special.
Right.
Because I think it was PC's World or one of them ones, right? About 2-3 years ago.
The one we went to?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then when you stream it on Sky, they send you the DVD. So for that reason, I've got one of the other kids who are like Trolls. Oh. If you buy it, and it's like, for an extra £2, they'll just send you.
They probably want to get rid of it.
Yeah, probably. They're probably shifting on to me.
Probably came from Sainsbury's.
What was the last music CD you bought?
Oh, I still buy music CDs.
No.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't have a CD player.
I think.
Do you have a CD player in your house?
No.
Nowhere.
No, I had one in my car, and now that I've got a new car, I don't even have one in there.
No, my car ain't got one, but I thought it's because I got the crap rubbish version.
No, it's because it's just they don't even bother installing it.
No, you're right. I thought that was
my car's
but yours is souped up with all the
but that's what I mean. But they got rid of that because they went, we don't need it. No one needs it.
My car's still got a CD now.
But Saj, what do you use a CD? Why do you buy CDs?
Do you know what? I've got every single now hit CD. Every single number.
Yeah, but that's because that's handy for you to have.
No, yeah, it has been, but
as a DJ.
It's like now, it's like I still buy them because it's just adding to the collection.
What was the last CD you bought then?
Probably one of the Now CDs, whatever number it was.
What, last month?
Whenever it came out. I
Is that you? What was the last CD?
I actually can't remember. It's that long ago. I don't think it was in the last 10, 15 years.
The last music CD, I think, I know what it is actually, is Michael Jackson's album because...
How long ago was that?
Because he did one. He did one like his number ones. I think it was called number ones.
Yeah.
So I bought it because it was. I didn't go like for the normal one. I bought the slightly expensive one. You know where it's a proper. You get like the inlay. It's slightly flashy.
Was it from India?
He wants to collect. Yeah,
from
exactly.
India.
No, from here. But that was it. But then you know what? I kept those CDs out on a rack. And I've put everything else away now because obviously I don't know. And I thought, well, why am I keeping these out now?
No, you're
because
right.
I thought, well, if I wanted
not
this,
in a rack.
because Apple TV.
No, do you remember the CD stack?
Yeah, no, I still had one of them,
and
I binned it because I thought, well, there's no need. And also, like Apple TV, any music video, it's all there now.
Well, yeah.
and I had all of his concerts on DVD. And I thought, well, you can watch all of that as well.
It's a bit different for me because obviously I still DJ and I just have a love of music and buying it and owning it. Because I think now, like MP3s, it don't mean anything. Like having a file on your desktop or on your laptop.
And also,
it's NFGs.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It's not something physical. Whereas, like, for example, I've got like all of Biggie's albums. I've got all of Tupac's albums. All of that West Coast hip hop music. That's got value. Do you see what I mean? Like for me, that means something.
Yeah.
To go through my collections,
right.
and I sit there some days and I go through my CDs, even the Bollywood stuff.
I look at the CDs that
stuff.
I used to burn and make my own. Like, do you know what I mean? Just for
but
like,
they ain't got no value, Kej.
Yeah.
No, look, some of the tunes on there you can't get anywhere.
Yeah, I hear that.
You can.
And I've got to say, some of the songs. No, I'm going to stop you there because half of the old Bangra stuff is not on Spotify or Apple.
Yes, that's what I mean.
A lot of it isn't, and that stuff I've got on CD.
Because
like what? I bet you it is.
I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is. I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to.
Let's
like
test.
all right, Punjabi MC Raat Dana Bole, which is an absolute banger.
That is
not on Spotify.
That is a
but
tune.
but it's not also his. It's not one that you get requests for.
No, but it's on his album. I think it's called Grassroots. The whole album's not on there.
Grassroots is not all on there.
I'm pretty sure.
I know what Saj is talking about. There is a lot of that.
Do you see what I mean?
That era of music where UK Bhangra was massive. Just like 2000, late 90s. There's a lot of that stuff that can't be found there.
It's not on there.
Because I did one of those sort of trips on Apple Music, and I thought, right, so I went, Gubby Sandhu, and I went Jussie Sidhu, and then I went around and all those.
He's surprised.
Yeah.
He's surprised.
You know what?
It's not on there. I know it's not on there.
None of Grassroots. is
Yes,
on.
I know.
56 Districts, The Raj, Hiss, when he did the soundtrack from his tour film.
No, he's got so
Indian
many more
Timing.
albums than this.
Yeah.
And none of them are on
George
Spotify.
Yeah. And there was some like like one hit wonders that came out
Yes,
as well.
yes.
Those ones you'd have to have yourself.
Yes.
Otherwise, you are going to lose.
And that's what I
those
mean.
ones.
And that like the other day, I was opened my CD wallet because I still have them in when I was out DJing, and I look at it sometimes. I'm like, ain't no one got these CDs?
Yeah.
I've got Original Nutter, the CD single.
Lovely.
That is gold dust.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You see what I mean?
Mine, I've got some lovely vinyl. I've got like an original test
Exactly.
pressing of DJ like an MC Neat, and or when Dr. Dre's 2001 Next Episode album came
Yeah,
out.
exactly. That's
I've
a
got
collector's
that
item,
when
yeah.
it came out.
Exactly. And that's what I mean by like, and I get why Sainsbury's and Tesco's and everything else might actually carry
Stop
on
it,
doing
yeah.
it. But I still do want to go into shops to see, because there's where I live, there's a, do you know one of these shops where you can take some CDs, you can exchange them for other ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I still go into those shops now and again just to see what's there.
Like a pawn shop, not porn.
Yeah.
Like porn.
Yeah.
CD
so
one.
you can take a whole batch of CDs that
Yeah.
they would want, like, and
Cash
you can,
for CDs.
yeah, basically.
So there's a solution for having loads of CDs and what you can do with them. There's also a solution now for having loads of Lego and not knowing what to do with it as well.
What do you mean?
Lego.
So if you've got kids and you have Lego sets, and then sometimes they don't always stay up, so they break them, and then you always get extra bits as well, and then everyone ends up with a box of Lego. I think I
Yeah.
still got my box of Lego from when I was growing up, right?
Yeah,
And
well.
you don't have the manual, so you can't remember how to build it. It's all mixed up as well.
Can I just stop you for 1 second and say this is a really sensitive subject for me in this house?
Oh,
because
Lego.
I get annoyed because
You step on it.
I go to other kids' houses, or like
Yeah.
I don't just go hang around in kids' houses. I mean, like I go to houses
sounds a bit wrong.
where there are kids,
Yeah.
and they've got their Lego that they've made,
And it's all up on shelves.
and it's up on shelves out the way or in their room, pristine. Milo will make a Lego set,
Yeah.
and he'll sit there and we'll have the booklet, and you have all the pieces, and it takes like an hour or two, and it's really good because he's got into it and he got better at it, and then I find bits of that Lego set all around the house and pieces
But
everywhere.
that's good because they're playing with it. When it's up on the shelf, that means kids are not playing with it.
Yeah, but should you be playing with Lego?
Absolutely. What's the
Yeah,
point
I
of
think
Lego?
so.
No,
I think you
not the
met-
complex sets like that. Not the ones that are 60, 50, 60 quid. To
Well,
bloody
they're a bit different.
Yeah, they're a
no.
collective.
No,
No,
if you're
hold
making
on,
up
wait, Saj. 50, 60 quid worth of Lego is
It's
not
actually
a
quite
collect-
standard.
It's
No,
not
no,
a collector
I know.
set. 50
Yeah.
quid is just like a little part of a bedroom for
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah,
I wouldn't even know how much Lego
The,
costs.
the most simple little box of like 25 pieces
No, what
is
you're,
about 15
the
quid.
super sets you're talking about is the Millennium Falcon, which is about 560 quid.
Crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what the super sets are worth now.
Look at
a
it.
waste of
Do you see
money.
the way he tried to style it out? Which is about 560 quid. He knows exactly how much the Millennium Falcon is.
I thought about it. I didn't think about buying it.
I
That's
swear,
why.
if you
I think it's roughly 559.99 recommended retail
check
price.
this solution. So then I think I've got a solution for you. Because this new invention, there's a tech expert who's come out. He's only 34. His name is Leonard. And he has come out
He sounds
with
like
this,
a tech expert. If your
He's
name's
come
Leonard,
out with a solution. Leonard, all Leonards are tech experts.
Yeah.
He's got a solution for leftover pieces of Lego. Guess what? It's all to do with artificial intelligence. He's got an app called Brickit.
Here we go.
Right? You
Brickit,
open up
very
the
good.
app, you scan the jumbled pieces with your smartphone camera,
Yeah.
and it will tell you what you can build because it's got a database of over 1,500 Lego models, and it will tell you exactly what you can make with those
That's
pieces.
great. So
How good is that?
In a way, it's like if I open my fridge and went scan, it went, oh, you can have a lovely cheese toasty sandwich with chili and
Correct.
piccalilli.
Correct.
I don't know, whatever.
Pick
and the
who?
same way,
Piccalilli.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought
You said
something
something
random.
else.
Yeah.
Right. But in the same way, this will kind of go, oh, yellow 3 bricks, 3x2 one and a 2x1 piece and a da 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 da.
It scans
Oh,
it and it gives you a manual as well.
Oh, get out of town.
How good is that?
That's a great idea.
And it shows you what it will look like at the end.
That's a great
I mean,
idea.
this is incredible.
See, that is.
It's
that.
not official, and also these guys very clever. It's not an official Lego product,
See-
but Lego will definitely go in.
Can I tell you something? I've heard this so many times from people, from tech people. There was a guy, I think I mentioned to you when we were just chatting. There's a guy who makes stuff for Bentley audio cars that I met, right?
Oh, yeah.
And he's got a company and he does it, but he was tweaking the cars, Bentley cars, to upgrade them so they could do Apple Music and things like that in the
Right,
car.
right, yeah.
Because Bentley weren't doing it, and then Bentley came
did.
to him, and he made a lot of money from it.
So
So in
there
the
we
same
go.
way, this guy probably went to Lego and they went, yeah, whatever, and he's gone, okay, cool. I'll go and do it.
I mean, it's
think
incredible.
I think that's so.
It's available on iPhone. You should download it. It's available.
We've got We have got drawers full of Lego pieces.
I think this is a brilliant idea. This is game. You need to get this out, brick it.
Yeah.
Nah. Do you know what? I'm not impressed by that.
Why not?
Because
how can you not?
I
You know
just
why? Because you ain't got kids. You don't know what it's like.
No.
You ain't got Kej either because he's got a lot of Lego in his house.
I'm glad I ain't got kids. No, but I'm just looking at it in the sense of when I had Lego, it was just in a bucket, mixed up, all sorts of random stuff,
absolutely.
different sets. It didn't matter what was what part of what.
Once you'd smashed it,
it was just in a tub basically.
Yeah.
And you got on with it, and I kind of like that because it was
But
just.
got on with what?
You just had to create whatever you could out of what was there. Yeah. So you put all the pieces down, and be like, oh, that can make that, that can make that. I can make a car out of this bit, blah 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 blah. And I'm just thinking, this app now is just doing it all for the kids.
Yeah, but also,
where's the creativity gone?
No, but also now, I think Lego has moved on. Lego's had a big resurgence in about the last 10, 15 years. And I think they've also now, Satch, those pieces, they're not like a brick and a brick and a brick. It's like, what the hell is that? It's like a corner weird shapey thing.
Yeah, different shapes.
A pulley bit, a wheelie bit, or whatever.
Forget that. Go back to basics. Lego is just back to basics. What is the skill is to make something out of a whole bunch of pieces. You see what I mean? That was it. And
I can see your argument there.
And I think they are the key skills as a kid to kind of use your brain in a certain way that you can only do by building stuff out of Lego. Do you see what I mean? So, I think this is just making it easier for kids. And, some things, great. I'm with technology. I think it's amazing. Yeah. This, I'm not too sure.
I'll put my 2 pence in, though, and I will say...
Well, me and Tommy will buy shares in this.
Yeah, I'll tell you why this is good.
I'm sure it'll do well.
Because for me, I'm sitting there with dormant now Lego pieces.
Yeah, I think
which will only ever be pulled
all
out.
of a sudden gives hope to Tommy.
Hope for my kids' survival as well, because I'm like, what now? What happens to all this?
And
Lego
also
pieces?
because there's a lot of chat about it's a lot of pollution as well, a lot of plastic pollution. That, and then
there are more Lego pieces in the world than there are humans. Yeah, there's over 1 trillion Lego pieces.
Is Lego not recyclable now at all?
Probably.
No, but they're looking at making it recyclable.
I think they need to.
Lego are looking into that because obviously they've had a lot of.
This is handy because almost you could pick all the pieces, make a little something, and then give that away. And then that's someone else's jummywari now, responsibility, And then in a sense, so you can almost whittle down through your Lego collection.
But that's not helping it. That's just passing it on.
Can you imagine though that it goes? You could have made this Lamborghini, but you're missing a square piece.
Yeah, it's cool. I'll just give it to the kid down the road because he wouldn't have a clue.
And just telling that all the pieces are there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just think this is just making things easier for people, and sometimes I just don't think it's the right thing. Yeah. You miss out on skills.
I think what I like about that story, though, Kej, is that there was a problem. The guy used technology to solve.
AI.
And I think
AI is there.
That is how technology should be used.
Can we just quickly mention, while we're talking about technology, because I think we need to mention, there was a big moment, apart from this weekend, apart from the football on Sunday, Richard Branson went into space.
Oh, man.
Have you seen that video?
No, I've not seen the video.
Oh, please watch that. I mean, it is so inspiring, that video, in our sort of generation. And, we missed the original when they went into the moon and all of that kind of thing. But just watch. Firstly, Richard Branson's, he's not a young fella. He's an old fella. The man's got dreams.
What must he be now?
He looks good, though, for his age.
70,
no, I don't know if he's 80. I think he's 70, maybe, late 60s, 70.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, but I just think... He sits in this thing with there's a whole crew of people, and then all of a sudden they just fly up casually in a plane, and next minute the pilot goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to space." And you're like, "What?" And he goes, "You can now take your belts off." And then they're just floating around, and you can see planet Earth underneath you. And they're only up there for what is it? I don't know, all of 5-6 minutes,
not
something.
long at all.
And they're all flying around. And Branson did his speech about, kids, if we can do this, you can do anything. Do you know what I mean? And I thought, it's only 200 grand to go up to space.
Only?
Yeah.
No.
200 grand now. There was talk of it being £1 million a while ago, a few years ago.
If it's only 200 grand now, and the likes of Ed Sheeran and them are already lined up to go up there, right? Well, that's going to be down to 50 grand soon.
Yeah.
Are you going to go for 50 grand?
And then they're going to work out an electric
version.
For
50 grand, I would actually consider it.
Wow, you got a lot of money.
I would love to go to space. If I can get to space before I die, I would love it.
I think you would. I no word of lie. Everything we know about Kej, loves those kind of AI films, space films. You've always been fascinated by that kind of world.
It's just about feeling. For me, I think it's looking at Earth from out there.
Well,
I
just
think
go
it
to a
changes
cinema.
your whole view on it.
Just go to a cinema.
Yeah, go cinema. You're right.
Oh, and get the deluxe couch. Yeah, exactly.
No, just go to one of them 4D ones and put a bit of thing in your face. And
Talking of cinema, I know he's dying to tell us.
No,
Tell us about Space Jam.
I just want to say.
he's itching.
He's itching to tell us about Space Jam.
I will move on to space, but I'll just say that Richard Branson is 70 years old, but it's his birthday this weekend.
Oh, there
on
we
the
go.
18th of July.
He looks good.
He was born in 1950. He's going to be 71 this weekend.
And he kept his glasses on the whole way through.
He looks
He looked very cool.
He looks
What a
good.
anchor.
I've got to say, I saw the article. He looks very good.
Yeah, he looks very. And honestly, if you want to see a bit of just inspiring video footage,
I'll
just
check that
watch it. And to just see, it just looks like a normal plane.
Yeah, no, it does. I've seen like the seats and the inside
And he
of it.
beat, and
It
he
looks
beat,
good.
and thingy Bezos
Yeah.
because he wants to go. He's
wanted to do
now
as
bought a seat on Branson's
yeah,
plane.
and Elon Musk did as well.
Who's older, Bezos or Branson?
Oh, Branson.
Right, you're right. Bezos is 57 years
Yeah,
old.
higher or lower?
Who's older, Branson or Lord Sugar?
Sugar.
He is 74.
74
years older. Who's older, Elon Musk or Branson?
Oh, Elon Musk is younger.
He's younger.
Yeah, right. And finally, Bill Gates. Who's older, Bill Gates or Branson?
Gates is younger, I think.
I would go Gates younger.
Yeah, he is 65 years old.
Yes.
There you go. That was just want to do a little highlight.
There we go.
You're right. So talking about space, I went and watched Space Jam, the
Right.
movie. Space Jam, New Legacy. This is with LeBron James.
I'm looking forward to this.
Now, can I want to just because as I said his name out loud, this has come to my mind, so I'm going to say this first.
King James.
I love basketball.
Yes, you do.
It's my sport. I've been playing since I was
Yes,
13
you
years
do.
old. I was a fat kid, so all the other little sporty nippy kids were really good at football. I wasn't.
Yeah.
It was a running joke. I
Yeah.
had Mickey taken at me, so I think maybe that's why.
That's
Maybe I didn't
why
watch
he
a
missed
football.
that. That's why,
Maybe
yeah.
I've got
Okay,
psychological
makes
issues with it. But either way, and like me and my cousin and me and my two cousins used to do football skills in the street and playing
Yeah.
football, and they see how many keepy uppies we could all do together. I used to start it and I used to just watch them.
And then
So I
pass
used to
it on.
knee it to them and then stand
Yeah.
there. So I was involved, but I wasn't involved.
Yeah.
It's quite
Still
sad.
part of the team.
Yeah.
Sounds like me.
Thank you. They included me, but they
Sounds
knew
like me
deeper.
lifting a fridge.
Yeah, exactly. You're there, but just in spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're connected, Ken.
Exactly.
So I know we're more
There we
similar than
go.
we think.
See?
Anyway, so the point is, Milo's not really that into sport, but I'm trying to get them to both, Milo and Logan, to dribble the basketball around, and they do it in about the house. Today, Milo took a shot and he went, LeBron James, as he took the shot. And it was a moment for me.
Oh, you felt
And
proud.
He said that today on a Tuesday because on Sunday morning we were there watching Space Jam and we were very kindly invited to this press screening and they had kind of some goodie
Yeah.
bags and water bottles and popcorn
Lovely.
and sweets and all that kind of stuff. It's lovely, really lovely experience. But more so than that, the film is wicked.
Is it a good one?
Oh, yeah, nice.
I didn't enjoy Space Jam 1 because I was too old for it and I loved basketball.
Yeah, me
'cause
and Tommy missed it.
It came out when I was in my
I didn't
20s.
even watch it.
Mate, wicked. I could still watch Space Jam
so
now.
That's what my wife says. My wife goes, like, she
Brilliant
loves
film.
it. And she goes, oh my God, it was so good. Do you remember it? And I was like, no, I thought it was stupid.
Right.
But this one, a similar story. The son kind of gets pulled in, but it's all a lot more AI orientated and
Yeah,
algorithm orientated. But I'm not going to spoil it. But wham bam, loads of entertainment, loads of cool scenes in it, loads of wicked music in it, like really wicked music, and obviously the dunks and stuff are just, you really feel it. They got the impact and all that of it down. And LeBron is not a bad actor. I think he's a better actor than probably Jordan was. He's not, because you know how sports people can be a little bit wooden. What's that?
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got to go rescue him. What you talking about, man?
Yeah.
It's the way it went like that. He was all right, actually.
Oh,
He
okay.
was kind
All
of,
right.
he's got a kind of dry sort of style to him. And there's a nice little moment in it where Michael Jordan appears. That's what I say.
okay.
There's a nice little moment.
Interesting.
So you ruined
I
that.
want to watch
Huh?
that.
I haven't actually. I've teed it up.
Okay.
Is it out? Is it out yet? Or is it coming? When's it out?
Friday.
It's out this weekend. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And actually, when I was in the cinema, I saw Black Widow's out as well. I want to see that. God, with Scarlett Johansson, the new Marvel, Black Widow.
okay.
Yeah, that's
one
gonna
for you
be
and Tat.
epic. Oh, well, you're not into that.
No.
Nah,
That doesn't
I'm
appeal
not-
to you?
I'm not a fan. No, I don't.
But you can't go wrong with the Marvel films. You
No,
sit there and think,
I just never been right with it.
oh my, what,
None of it.
Iron
I'm
Man,
not. No.
Captain
Nah,
America.
the only
Wakanda
thing
and all of that.
The
no.
only thing
Oh
I
my
liked was
God.
Iron Man. I didn't like the rest of them.
Are
I'm
you
not a
serious?
Captain America fan. Not
The
Avengers
Thanos
was
stuff and
okay.
Loki
No.
and all
Ragnarok.
The Asgard and
No.
Ragnarok is so funny.
No.
I watch Ragnarok on my own.
I watched Ragnarok
In the
on my
cinema.
own for 3 minutes and I switched it off.
Are you serious? Ragnarok, I've got such good, that's so funny. I've got such an
Really?
opposite. My memories of Ragnarok are laughing in the cinema by myself. I remember I was in LA, this
Yeah.
show showbiz, filming. I had the evening to myself, walked down to the cinema, which looked nearby because I could see it from the hotel, but it's like 30 minutes away.
Wow.
The roads are huge. Anyway, I got there and they had chicken like tenders, like
I think
no
that's why you
bone
enjoyed
bit.
it.
Yeah, and I had
Yes.
that and the nachos. No one
Yeah.
interrupting. It was
No one serving me paneer at the time, so I think
there
that's
you go,
why I
fine.
didn't feel.
But no, so anyway, so that was Space Jam. I just want to say, gets the
I saw a
approval.
newish
Good kids
film that came out a couple of weeks ago. It's called A Quiet Place 2, Part 2. And it's
yeah.
that one that's been directed by John Krasinski. I've never seen Part 1. But I thought I'm just going to go in and watch Part 2. Because apparently it was quite popular when it came out.
What is The Quiet Place?
Yeah, I feel like it rings a bell.
Number one.
What's the
It's
setup?
it's quite a scary-ish film about these aliens who have landed on planet Earth.
Right.
But they're blind and they can only detect sound.
Oh.
So you can watch Part 2 on its own. And I tell you what, it made me jump more than The Conjuring.
Oh,
wow,
wow.
okay.
Good.
Like, there were a couple of times where I was like I was so in it, and I think I lifted off the sofa.
That's
and it was
clever filmmaking.
it was
I love that.
I really liked it. And it's hardly any dialogue in it because it's all about being in a quiet place and
Yeah.
you've got to stay
Highly
quiet. Otherwise,
I didn't. Yeah, look at that. I
Like
love
what?
that. You just instantly put Satch
Highly-
off. Satch just went.
They don't talk. What do you mean?
What?
but they can't talk.
It's one of those films that uses the
So you
lack
need
of
to,
dialogue.
You need to watch this whole thing with your eyes. I'm
That's
not
how you
interested.
normally watch films.
No, but I want to hear stuff as well. I feel like I've been ripped
No, but
off.
there's-
So you
no,
pay half price when you go cinema then.
It doesn't matter if you don't have Dolby. It's fine. But the
Don't
thing
need a
is,
sound bar in
No,
that.
you don't need a sound bar. But
I
No,
want
you do.
that.
You
They do talk. They do talk. But there is the magic in this film is the not talking, if you know what I mean. And it's just long moments of just
Oh, my.
sound, and you're sitting on the edge of it. And you know what? I really enjoyed it. I think it was very, very good. And while
I
I'm
can't
at
believe
it, the
there's
other
no
thing-
sound in this film.
no, there is. Oh no, the sound will switch off the sound completely switches off as well in points
Oh,
because you get
because they want to
because the kids are deaf. So you get to see the film from their perspective, and that scares you even more because I need to hear if the
I need
alien
to
is
hear
coming.
something.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting there without any sound for.
I
an
know.
hour.
No, but
I'll put the
I
audio
can see
description
Saj,
on.
but
This
you
is
see,
bad film,
what it will all be done for effect. So it will go completely silent, nothing for a bit, no doubt, to then get you with something or to release
Well,
a
no, it
sound
just switches
slowly.
on and off, and it's just it's so you're not ready for it.
Imagine that you're watching it with Kej. It's completely silent. You just hear.
That is not a quiet place.
Yeah, like, wow.
Honestly, I didn't have
4D
time to
cinema?
even.
Because I swear the kids are crapping themselves
There
in the
was
film.
not even
I can
time to
smell it.
digest food because I was just tense. The muscles were tense the whole way through.
Safe to say, I won't be watching that.
I tell you what, on that note, who's got a new film out, and it's that our mate M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, he's got a new one out.
He's got a
the water one.
No, well, I don't know if it's water based. Oh, it's near the sea. I think it is because
Yeah,
I think
under-
no, it's called Old. It's just called Old.
Oh.
And it's released on the 23rd of July, and it's about all I've seen in the trailer.
Don't tell me. I'm just gonna watch it because M Night Shyamalan. Just go and
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah.
You just watch them. You
Oh,
don't
okay.
watch anything.
It's got a good hook.
All right, so it's coming out. When is it? Next week. Right, we'll watch that.
I have to tell you this bit because now I've teed
Go
it
on.
up. It's called Old because all I saw of the trailer, and the trailer came on before a YouTube video. You can't pause those. So I went, oh, what's that? It went from M. Night Shyamalan. And it got my attention. I'm like, what is it? And I can feel the
And you're just
hecticness.
in. You're in.
And the parent, whoever they were parents panicking on a beach looking for their kid.
Oh, I love it.
And then a man walks out, and then all you hear is the mum say, "You were 6 years old when you walked into those bushes."
Whoa, I love it.
And he's come out as a grown man.
Love it.
What happened in the bush?
What happened in? I love that.
Exactly. So, but Shyamalan, he just makes good tension films. It does
Shyamalan. Would you say Shyamalan?
Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
Shyamalan. That's how I like my
Shyamalan
lamb.
and his
lamb
fam.
shawarma.
And the other thing I've just been seeing, I started a new series because I've been looking for one, and I
Yeah.
thought, like we always go through a lot of rubbishy ones,
Yeah,
right?
go on.
But I've heard a lot about this recently, and season 3 of this is coming out this week. It's called Succession.
Oh,
It's a HBO drama.
Oh, you
HBO
told me to
Westworld.
watch this. Yeah.
And so HBO, if HBO do anything, it's brilliant.
Yeah, they do
it's a lot of
big,
money. It's big.
Big, shiny production. Good acting as well. Good scripts.
And it's like watching the modern version of Dallas. And I'm sucked in.
Is that a way of selling it?
I think.
I don't think it is.
Well, it's a family drama. It's about one big dad who's running the whole business empire. They
Right.
own a massive media company, and then they've got 4 or 5 kids. The struggle for power because the dad's
I love it.
is coming to an end of his reign.
I love all that.
But this, I think both of you would really love this.
I think I also like series and films that are
And there's a
about
lot
the,
of swearing in it,
industry that we're in.
and it's a lot of
Movies
swearing, and
all
it's a lot of it's quite real like that. And what I like about it is the way it's filmed. It's all very guerrilla film. Like it goes in,
Moving,
goes out,
yeah.
moving,
I like
different
that.
angles.
I like that.
Yeah. So
What was that film that was on Netflix that was like that? Is it Extraction?
Blair Witch.
Oh, Extraction with them.
Extraction was like that.
with Hemsworth.
Where the camera
the
was
one in
going.
India.
I like that.
But
And Area something as well. Area.
they do a lot of shaky cam stuff anyway. Because it's all just for
So
a
that's,
I like a
that's
shaky
the things that I've seen this week. Brilliant.
That's my cousin. After a hangover,
cam.
he's shaky cam. He's like, "What's the matter with Cam?" Don't know. He just caned it a bit last night. Who's that in the corner? He's shaky cam. Shaky cam. He just caned it a bit last night, and now he's hammered. It's like my cousin.
So
Shaky cam.
the thing that I've been watching this week, and I'm actually quite sad that it's come to an end. I've mentioned it on the podcast before. Is The Farm?
Oh, The Farm
Is
with
that
Jeremy
season
Clarkson.
2?
No.
Season 1. There's only one season. There's 8 episodes. I think when I first watched it, I maybe watched about 2 episodes. I've now
I was
seen.
going to say you stretched out a bit though.
Yeah, no, it's just because I didn't want to. Yeah,
For
I didn't
8
wanna-
episodes,
I didn't
you
want.
longed it
I
out.
didn't want to watch it all in one go because I thought it's nice to watch one.
When it's a
every
good one,
few
you want to
days.
savour it.
Yeah,
I'm
episode 8 is done. It is brilliant. But this week, I found out there's not a 2 in the series too. And Clarkson actually came out today and said people need to write to Amazon to
Leave them
to
wanting
do series
more.
2.
I bet.
write to-
I bet it's happening.
I bet it's happening.
I've been watching it as well.
I know you have.
Off your
Yeah.
recommendation, and I've just finished episode 7. I didn't realize it was only 8 episodes, so now I'm going to slow down.
You have to
I would
slow
have
down.
watched it tonight after you guys left, but
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's such a good show, and
Yeah.
it's hard to explain why it's such
Yeah.
a good show because
You just gotta
when
watch
you look
it.
at the title, The Farm, I'm like,
Sounds dead.
I don't want to
No,
watch this.
I tell you where the joy of it lies. He hasn't got a clue about farming.
Yes.
Right.
But yet he's so knowledgeable. So
Yes.
you don't look at Jeremy Clarkson like he's an idiot.
Yeah.
You know he's a bright bloke, right? You know he clearly knows his stuff. And because it's Jeremy Clarkson, what he does is he turns a lot of his learning to be about the way he would kind of talk about cars. So he's got a Lamborghini tractor, and he talks about the kind of, he tries to do that electric, solar-powered water sprinkler.
Water sprinkler,
and he
yeah.
goes, no, we need combustion and engines to kind of
Yeah,
blast
yeah.
it. And then the water
Yeah.
was actually too powerful. And he goes, actually, let's go back to solar power. So it's kind of, and so that's making it sound a bit boring, but he's going through the journey. But the little 21-year-old Caleb, who you loved, you called it
Caleb.
from day one, you said, he's the star of the
He's
series.
the star.
He takes the mick out of him because you also see him, they're working on the farm when COVID breaks.
Yes.
And they're kind of going, oh, right. And Jeremy goes, look, I've smoked 750,000 cigarettes in my life.
wow.
He goes, I've had pneumonia, so my lungs are scarred. He goes, if I get this, and Caleb interrupts, he goes, yeah, it don't look good, does it? Doesn't look good for you, does it? But that's just the way, he's just a local yokel kind of guy.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, you're going to pretty pop your clogs, isn't he? He goes, oh, you're such an idiot, you are. And he tells him straight, he's 21. He's calling Jeremy Clarkson an idiot. It's just good. It's
It's
good
just
chemistry,
good show.
good characters. Jeremy out of his depth. I just think it's a great show.
It's
and
a great
it's on
show.
Amazon Prime. It's called The Farm, and it's his farm, 1,000 acres. He's so Punjabi.
Yeah.
He owns 1,000
big.
acres, and he's killing it. He's doing
And
well.
the other thing I started, which is a bit old now, and I've just got into it really, is Lupin. Lupin series.
season
Lupin.
2.
Have you seen
Lupin.
it?
I've seen 2 episodes of that
And
now.
I've got to say, it's a bit slow, isn't it? Like,
I didn't want
I'm
to actually
struggling.
admit that. I didn't want to admit that
I'm
to the world.
Well, that
but-
is slow.
I'm struggling to.
But 2 episodes in,
Yeah.
and obviously at the end of second episode, the big thing happens in the
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
And
If you remember that, you know what? You've got a really good series recall memory. No, because even when we used to, and this goes back to when we used to watch what's the one on Westworld, and you went, yeah, but don't you remember that bit and that bit? And I'm like, oh, now that you say it, I remember it. But are you taking the whole show in frame by frame? I think it's just where you're brighter. I'm sorry, I'm going to be honest.
No, but it's not
you're
about
more
being
academic.
bright. I
No,
think
it
it's
is.
just-
It's your academic retention abilities. Also, you're slightly anally retentive as well, but that's different.
that
But-
sounds
but-
wrong
yeah.
if you're anally retentive as well.
But you go. How can you just say right now? We watched.
that's what's what happened.
When did you watch Lupin last? The first series. How long ago was that?
Oh, that was ages ago.
A year,
The first
nearly a
series,
year
yeah.
ago. And you remember what happened at the end of
Not a year
episode
ago. It was only a few months.
No, the series 2 has only come out recently.
No,
Only
the
a
series two.
couple
But
of-
what?
Yeah,
no,
that's
we're
what he's
talking about
talking
season
about.
2.
That's
Oh,
what
I
we're talking
thought you were
about.
talking about season 1, episode 2. Do you
no.
remember it ended like that?
No,
season,
no.
Oh, my
season
word.
2, episode 2 is a big ending.
It's a big
okay,
ending.
fine.
And like what Sad said, it was like I've got to that point where I'm like, I've jumped on the Succession. Actually, I'm not craving to see what that third episode is now.
And I'm a bit sad about that because I thought Lupin, the first season, was
Lupin.
Yeah, Lupin, not
Lupin,
French,
Satch.
not Lupin.
I need Satch go.
Lupin.
It's Lupin, isn't it?
Yeah, he made him good, right? Lupin by.
Lupin.
No, honestly, it was amazing. Lupin Part 1 was amazing. Number
good.
2,
So how far have you got in season 2?
yeah, I did episode 2 or 3. I can't remember. Like it was just
My
I'm
dad's
just
finished it.
watching
He said it was brilliant.
Okay.
Oh
So-
really?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's getting
I am
good
going to
reviews.
finish it.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
going to finish it.
I think those kind of series, and particularly with they're good, they're well written. It's French made. French always make brilliant stuff.
Yeah.
Mine's all dubbed in English.
Have you got it done?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no, you
Oh,
got
this-
to get the
yeah.
guy's voice, man. You got to get.
No,
No, but then he has to read the subtitles.
Yeah, no,
you know
no.
what though? What I noticed is that I actually understood a lot of the French. So I
Oh,
wasn't
you
even
wouldn't
really
know, you came back to you.
No, like I didn't realize I would understand that much, but it's very simple French, so you can understand it. Give it a go. I think it's a good little oral,
refresher course for you.
Yeah, a little oral sort of listening test kind of thing. It's quite interesting. You think, oh yeah. I know.
Lovely.
Even the
Oh,
swear words are all sort of came back to me. But anyway,
So-
things we learned.
Things we've learned. What have we learned this week?
What are we going to go into? Who's starting?
I don't mind going first.
Go on and Satch.
The first thing, I've got a couple of bits actually. Let me start with this guy, and it's about the guy. The thing I learnt this week is about a guy called Praveen. He's from Tamil Nadu. He's 20 years old.
Yeah.
And why is he famous?
Praveen from Tamil Nadu is famous because
He has
3 nipples.
Close. He has
18 gulab jamuns in 10 seconds.
he might be able to do that, but he has the world's longest tongue.
Oh wow!
It is 10.8 centimeters.
10.
10.8 centimeters.
What is that? And where do they measure to the right to the back of it?
Yeah, right to the back, all the way to the tip.
I don't think that's that big.
Bro, look at him sticking it out.
Oh no, that's huge.
Oh, well, okay. Hold on a minute.
my
It literally.
God, that's-
That is-
Okay, so just
I mean,
It's
so
gone
just
past
to
his
point
chin.
out.
It's gone past his chin.
Yeah, but
That would cover an armpit.
that looks If he dropped a bit of spaghetti on his chest, he could get it with his tongue.
That's humongous.
Yeah,
His tongue reaches the bottom of his overhanging his chin.
Yes. So the thing I learned was the longest tongue in the world is 10.8 centimeters. That was one of that was the one thing, and the other thing I learned was, and we've got to speak
Oh, we
about
got
this,
double
is
bubble,
because
have we?
yeah, well, I'm gonna throw it in because I
Go
think
on,
this is noteworthy, and we obviously have to say noteworthy things on the podcast.
Yes, we do.
It's about McDonald's. So the KFC deal's gone now. We're in with MacD's.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, so whatever the 14th is, tomorrow Wednesday,
Yeah.
the day before the podcast comes out, McDonald's are launching the hottest burger that's coming out in the UK. So it's called the McSpicy.
McDonald's are doing
McDonald's.
Like
It's
so
called-
chilly.
It's called the McSpicy.
Please
and-
have paneer in it. Please
No,
have paneer in
bruv,
it.
it's a chicken burger. And I thought about it.
Yeah,
now,
but
when I saw
you can get it with the
Yeah,
veggie
I'm gonna
burger.
get it. I'm gonna get it without
Just
the
take
chicken.
another McSpicy sauce with my veggie burger.
no, but it's not the.
you just
bruv.
get it without the chicken. That's what you got to do. You
No.
know when
Order
you
a sauce and bread,
No,
but have the
you
veggie
don't-
burger in there.
Bruv, you're not listening to
No,
me.
no, because their veggie is not nice.
You're not listening to me.
Go on.
The burger's the spicy bit.
Oh.
Oh.
So you're just going to get a bun with lettuce and mayo.
I know someone.
Me and you turn to each other.
I know.
We caught the start. That's classic me. That is in the classroom as well.
bro.
At the start of the question. Fine. You know,
Yeah.
I listened to order it.
Yeah,
I don't like the veggie burger.
And then he went-
No, reined it in. Stop your
Just
bakwas.
stop. But this excited me because this kind of made me realise like how McDonald's across the world I think is better. Like especially in India, it's more tasty.
I've got an in with McDonald's UK.
really?
You haven't.
No, I have. I
Yeah.
know somebody who works at the head office of the marketing and all that.
Hang on, isn't there
I can
Ronald?
Huh?
Is his name
No,
Ronald?
no. And actually, I know that apparently they are
Hamburger
having,
boy? Hamburger boy?
I'll get-
Hamburglar.
This is why I know.
Hamburglar. Is it him?
This
Yeah.
is no. I will give you a stat from McDonald's
Here we
currently.
go. Here we
Yeah,
go.
and that is that they are having problems shifting their recent McFlurry. Is it the Aero one? I think
The
is
Aero
latest
one, yeah.
Because the problem that they're having is that they're not scooping enough of the Aero stuff and dispensing it into each pot. So they got too much of this Aero stock. So
Left
this is-
over.
This
So
is
the ratio-
live breaking news. McDonald's are dealing with this situation at the moment in the
There's
UK.
Too many aero bits for how much ice cream they got.
So when you next go to McDonald's, ask them to give you a bit more of that because
Extra.
they need to dispense more of it into your McFlurry. Anyway, that's
By the
my-
way, the Aero McFlurry is nice.
is
I've
it?
had Yeah. I've
So
had it.
that's now me certified that I know somebody who works at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I have told them in my recent conversation, please bring the paneer burger to England because your turnover will increase massively
No, it won't.
once West London, East London, South London, North London, Desis figure it out. Even if they bring the aloo tikki burger,
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
I mean-
McDonald's profit it goes crazy.
I mean, the one thing I did think when I read this story was that, oh, okay, so does that mean that we're getting other bits from other
Well, they
places?
better.
Because
Where's
I
it
think
from?
it isn't. Well, it doesn't say, but
Okay.
in India it has the McSpicy, or even in the Middle East, I think I've had
Yeah.
something like a chicken burger that was spicy, and I thought, oh, okay, if that's how you're rolling, I want the other bits.
Fair play. And I want to link my fact to your fact.
Okay.
I actually had a different one, but this is interesting. The strongest muscle in the body is the tongue. Oh. Fact.
Oh,
And you, by all means, go.
Oh, you could lift weights with your tongue.
Well, I think it's probably per fiber of, size wise.
Yeah.
So obviously you can do more with your leg because you
See,
just got
Tommy?
more. But the strongest pound, it's like saying when they say like an ant is pound. I would imagine it's
Should have got my tongue out for the fridge.
yeah, you should have tongued the fridge. Yeah,
Yeah, that would have helped.
If you tongued the fridge, I think I would have just gone inside, gone up to bed, and just gone to sleep and thought, you know what, I've seen too much today. I now need to lie down. But my other little one, because Milo and I were playing around this
Double
week,
bubble.
we were talking about
Yeah.
sciencey sort of stuff, and we somehow got into the topic, and I try and make things educational but fun, and I think of
Yeah.
you with that because you're
Yeah.
quite good like that.
Yeah,
You like,
gamify everything.
get right. So he said. Something about water and ice, and what takes up more space in the glass, water or the ice? And I said, well, we could do the little experiment,
As you
right?
do.
But then, as I started looking at it online, I basically lost him. I lost him before the experiment started.
Yeah,
I couldn't maintain his attention. But the fact I ended up finding online was hot water will turn into ice faster than cold water.
Yeah, don't know that.
No, but
You know when you
I
want
don't
to,
know
so
why
you know
is
when
that-
if you want to make ice cubes really quickly on a tray, always fill it with hot water.
hot water, and then put it in there. Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
It
The
does.
temperature is higher. Therefore, how would it get lower? It's got further to travel.
That's the bit I
I-
didn't pay attention to in
Yeah.
physics.
I think it's the actual rate of it
Decrease.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The temperature decreasing
Quicker.
It
Maybe gets it going. It's like a
quicker.
kickstart.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reaction, chemical
Wow.
reaction.
I
and
think. Don't quote me on that.
I think
I
just-
like
be
that
wrong,
idea.
but
H-
I
It
think
makes
it-
sense.
H2O and freezing and all of that. Yeah.
Well done. H2O, freezing.
Come
in
on,
it.
come on, Kej. I want two.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, I don't know about two, but I can give you one, and it's incredible because I didn't know this, and I was today years old when I figured this out, and I think Tommy might know this.
Go on.
In short circuit,
Johnny Five is
Johnny
alive.
Five.
right,
Johnny Five is alive.
right. So that professor,
Yeah, the Indian guy.
Yes.
Who's not Indian.
I didn't know he was not Indian.
Oh, come on, Kej. He's been in loads of other films. I think he's Italian.
He's not Indian.
Fisher Stevens.
Yeah.
I never
This
knew
is what
that.
he looks like.
Oh, yeah, completely different. Oh, that's what he looks like now.
Oh.
He looks, he's a,
I didn't know that.
But he could
I
be a
did
little
not
bit.
know he's not an
Oh,
Indian
yeah,
bloke.
Yeah, but come on, he was all like that.
Yeah, but I just thought he was from India.
Yeah, but not with such a butt accent.
Why not?
Because it was too. That's a film butt accent.
No, it's not.
it
No,
wasn't.
it's
You know,
not.
I think in that time where the film came out, people were like that.
Yeah.
People, yeah, no, you can still find
No,
people
but
like that.
yeah.
It was too much like a, like a.
No,
No, I don't think
we've
it was.
met people like that in India, Tommy.
No, we haven't. I've
Yeah,
never
yes,
met anyone.
I have.
That
Yes,
is
I
only
have.
like the Apu voice for me. That is only like that
No,
kind of.
Apu was not right, but this was very convincing.
That makes you think now. Can you do stuff like that now?
No, probably not.
You probably can't.
Bruv, I could tell you this because obviously I'm doing like little bits of
You
casting,
know-
casting stuff online and all that. When like I've been cast for voiceovers,
Yeah.
because I'm a brown person. Actually, I've even done voiceovers for black
don't sound
footballers
brown.
as well. Huh?
You don't sound
No,
brown.
but they like, for example, okay. So I did a voiceover for and actually it's a new Netflix film. It's coming out. It's a Turkish film, but I play one of the gangsters in it. But they wanted a guy who was sort of physically a bit like the guy in the film.
In the film.
And so I got cast for that. But also there's an Asian elephant dad that I play in this other Netflix kids series, and it's not out yet, but it's they want the real deal. They employed a girl in a wheelchair to be the voice of a cartoon character who's in a wheelchair.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
that's what I mean.
because
yeah.
they want more
That's how it should be.
authenticity.
And that's what I mean. Like that, I don't think that character would happen now. Would
Yeah.
it? Like, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
agree,
yeah, of course,
but,
yeah.
but
I
you're-
was going to say he was
what they'll
very
do
good.
is they'll get Dev Patel to play that.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he'll get
But
everything.
I think he has fooled me for this long.
Wow.
I didn't know that. I've learned that.
I tell you why I can forgive that. Because I remember having the disagreement, argument, whatever, with my sister at the time when she was cracking up because she found it hilarious when she told me that Superman and Clark Kent in the film
Oh, yeah.
is the same actor. And I went,
Oh,
"They're
yeah,
not.
and you
They
couldn't
look
believe that.
different. They actually look. But this is like, so when you're young, you just buy it. So you obviously just bought.
I bought
Short
into the
Circuit.
magic.
There you go. You know, also Ben Kingsley played Gandhi. You know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
fine.
know
just
that,
double,
yeah.
just double checking. Making sure.
But that took me a long time to go, because I was exposed to the Gandhi film at a very young age.
I bet you were.
And because
was
you
it
know,
for you forced to watch it?
But I think by the age of 8, I was like, I can't handle this too
And
long.
Gujarati school and the
I'd only
weekend.
ever get to the bit where he was assassinated, which was the beginning, and then I just want to get past it. And then I think I remember one scene when he was in the train in Durban or something. But,
Again, it's a film I've tried to watch.
Oh, no,
I've
but Saj,
never-
it
I've
is
never
good.
seen it.
It is
No,
a good film
But
to
I ain't
watch.
got 3 hours.
No,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
It's classic.
It always comes on around sort of Christmassy time.
Yeah,
It's
but it
always-
is
Actually, I've not
good.
seen it on the listings for years. But,
Yeah, it's
no,
always
but
on.
it's a
but-
good- it is a good film.
I think I've got it on DVD. You know what? Anyone got a DVD player? No. I can give you the soundtrack on CD if you want. No.
And on that note,
No, okay, we'll wrap it up. Thank you as always.
Didn't we get an email this week? We did get a pretty good email, didn't
Did
we?
we?
Yeah, we did.
Go on.
It was from a fella called.
Oh, yeah. I found it. It's from Priyesh. He's emailed us in and he says he's been listening to us from day one. He loves it. And he even gets quizzed by his missus if he hasn't listened to the episode. So she forces him to listen to it. And he's
What?
getting married.
How do I
as
know?
well.
What do you mean he gets quizzed? So he says, for example,
If he forgets to
have you-
listen.
so, right. So she'll go, "Oh, did you watch last episode?"
Yeah.
And he'll go, "Yeah." He'll
Yeah.
go, "Well, what did Kej say when he said?"
Yeah.
Exactly.
What was
It-
Kej's fact of the things he learned?
And he gets put in the doghouse if he doesn't answer.
I think this week it might be what were they carrying out the front door or the back
Yes.
door
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
What was the item?
What did Kej help Tommy with?
Jana
So
Priyesh.
apparently they got married. They're going to be married on the 16th. So the day after this episode comes out on the Friday. And they've
This
had to
weekend? This
cancel-
Friday?
This Friday, yes.
Oh
yes.
man!
And they've had to
Congratulations.
cancel it 3 times because of the pandemic, but they're finally getting round to it. And well played, guys, because it's not on the day of a massive football match, so people
Yes,
will
well
actually
done.
turn up,
Yep.
and the DJ will pay attention to what he's doing.
He will.
But he just says that he can't wait to get married to his wife or wife to be Priya. She's amazing, and she's coming home.
She actually is coming to his home.
That's the only
the
thing that's
family
coming home this year.
That's
There
nice.
we go.
Just make sure you don't pelt her with bottles or beer bottles when she
Yeah.
walks in through the front
Behave.
door. That's not a normal way to behave.
But make sure you're standing at the door and chanting, "She's coming home."
Yeah, exactly. That would be lovely. Actually, this weekend, I want to say as well, which we might have included next week, it's a Suicide Squad press conference on Sunday.
Oh, I'm looking
which-
forward to that.
which we're going to. So depends on how it goes. We might have some interviews or something for you next
Lovely.
week. If we don't, it means we got put to the back of the list and we didn't get a chance to meet anyone. But we'll find out in the next few days. So enjoy the week. Tell everyone about the podcast. If everyone's now sort of getting back into routines and doing stuff and getting out and about, and Freedom Day is coming, enjoy your Freedom Day. By the next time we speak, everyone will be free.
Kullah.
Yeah, kullah to the dullah.
Well, we're free at the moment.
yeah.
Come on, guys.
But-
There's no need to.
Yeah, we are.
We
but-
are free.
But what
Everything's happening.
Really, what I mean is, if you're commuting in and out of work, don't forget to tell people to listen to the podcast. That's all. Just listen on your
Yes,
commute.
tell another person this week. That's what you
exactly.
gotta do,
Spread it out and say, look, bring the joy into your life of the Brown Load, and we will see you next week. Until then, latest, boys.
Laters.
Thank you.
Laters.
Cheers for your help with the fridge, Satcher. Couldn't have done it without
Sorry,
you,
man.
man. No, what do you mean you saw it? You can leave.